And we've bought some more German tanks. Lovely. So we can do the Wargaming division for command power. Or we can get the Chinese panzers. I like the idea of Chinese panzers because it also leads to the tank plant. German tanks are, without a doubt, the best in the world. We should learn from their example and develop our own tanks and their patterns. Military attaché basically gives you army experience through the watching others fight in a war. If someone else is at war, you can send them an attaché and experience for their war while it gives them some buffs too. Also removes fog of war in the country you send the attaché to. Okay. It also pisses off their war enemies. Okay, cool. Good to know. Can we just crush them, please? Pretty please with the cherry on top. Just kill them. And then they'll be down to how many divisions? They're on 12. Just lost 2 there. They're about to lose 2 more, so they lost 4, so they'll be down to 8. In fact, less. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, we have a level 5 veteran here. Lovely. Two of them actually, and all of you are now fully acclimatized. And there we go, that pocket is dead. Do I have any air building? No. I've had no factories and basically until this point. Zhejiang. Where is Zhejiang? There. I think I'm going to get another set of civilian factories there, I think. I think democracy should send them to the Spanish Civil War. That's not a bad idea. This doesn't update economy at all. It's mostly like quality of life improvements, like the drag and drops that you just saw me doing on this screen, where you can move things around more easily. That also exists in the production menu, where you can drag these around based on where you want them. It changes the way that factories work slightly, so you can do them in sets of 5 or sets of 10 to just really ramp them up. Plus you can just say a thing here saying I want 36 factories doing this, and it'll do that. But otherwise, no, like trade hasn't changed at all. I think the way convoys do has, but I'm China, I have not needed convoys. And even then, I don't think that they've fixed like submarines or anything like that. Right, you guys have basically achieved your objectives, which is very nice. So I'm going to say your next objective is going to be this. Purples. We're going to go across the top and try and cut them off in Korea. That's the wrong type of objective. And then the yellows. It's really confusing. Arrows, arrows. That's why I keep on making that mistake. Right. Prep. You guys are getting planning preparation. You don't have it yet though, so I'll wait. It's not really a change to how convoys works, just the fleets can interfere with convoys more effectively. I think playing as the UK is going to be a lot harder. Oh, look at that, another naval invasion. That's losing. Aww. No, they're not. They are definitely not winning that naval invasion. Are we out of planning preparation? Here we are. Right, go ahead and stop that assault. Get yourselves positioned, organised, and we'll do another assault. So Yan'an is pretty much out of this war. Just going to go ahead and delete that. No, I think I actually want you to assault from there. And at this point, it's going to be time to actually arrange these guys a little more properly. So the purples are going to take that bit, and the reds are going to take that bit. And then the yellows are going to strike out the very north. Like that. And at this point, I'm going to put one of your front lines down so we keep this all proper. So we now have a battle group front line. Winning at the moment, but it won't last. They keep attacking me with a light tank division for some reason. Hey, Hidden. Another wild ace. Have I been gaining and losing them, or just gaining? I don't feel like I've been losing any. How do you assign aces? I thought you just click on that, but apparently not. Right, so we could get the war propaganda against Japan. Right, so it's war propaganda you can only get if there is less than 50% war support. War support's actually going up. You know what? We're going to tick it anyway. Bloop. 90 days, more war support. War support means more command points, which are kind of irrelevant, but also more attack and defense on core territory, which would have mostly been useful against Japan earlier. Kick the Japanese off the mainland. Also 4,000 bits. Jeez, Bacon Killer, you're on a roll today. And yesterday. What's been happening besides playing as Nationalist China? Many, many shenanigans. Playing as Nationalist China is not easy in this update. Ooh, you've almost finished Organizer. Nice. Off you go. Wait, can I? Oh, I can give you as a whole orders. Which I haven't done so yet. Right, I want an offensive line. I want you to use your armies to do this. So this is a field marshal order, which is new. I haven't done it before. Yeah, do that. Take all of this. Go. Is there no planning preparation for this? Nothing seems to be happening. Do you need to make a plan for this? I thought that this would basically just be telling your armies to engage. But nothing's happening. What am I doing wrong here? Any plans now to get Japan paratroopers, probably. But we're a ways away from doing that. Assign a line. I have. Or are you saying that I need to assign these guys to the line? No. That did not work. What unit was this? These were the Reds. And for some reason we're unpaused. Reds was Oxamis, so you were Horned Panda? Nope. Crap, who was the Red Army? Anyone remember who the Red Army was? You were Wai Li Huang, I knew that. Keep wanting to call you like Wile E. Coyote. Level 6 attack. Nobody started with level 6 attack, so these skills are definitely going up. It's just the 0% thing that's not changed. Likewise, level 5 logistics. I'm pretty sure that no one started with that. So yes, their skills do go up over time, it's just not tracking it. With the marshal, make an offensive line. I have. That's what this faint purple line is. That's why I could do this at all. Wait, your line's still there? Right, you never died. You died. It was the purple who died. The pink, rather. Who was... Actually, there's a way of checking. Because I actually wrote down. I think. Yes. It's not Oxamis. It's not Horn Panda, it's Cold Rage. Cold Rage, you just joined us in chat. I'm pretty sure that's Cold Rage, right? No, it wasn't Cold Rage. It was Japs. Of course. Duh. It's like the most memorable name here. It's the Japanese army. No, the Japs were red. Oh, you were the purple. Okay. Yeah, it was Japs. You were red. I remember now. Oh, wrong way around. You. Red. Close. You. Pink. Close. There we go. Drive them to the sea! I am going to work on that. And thank you very much for the support there, James. Appreciate that. Meanwhile, no, you can't do anything. And the Japanese are doing a counterattack, like right now. This will be the perfect opportunity to counterattack. Right, the pinks are down there. I'm going to delete that because it's just kind of in the way, to be quite honest to you. Get rid of you. Now, the one nice thing which the Field Marshal does is he keeps the armies together. So you see, even though we deleted the red, it still made up the rest of the line. So it should be if we set up a front line like here. There we go. It automatically moved the others aside, which is quite nice. And I want you to do an offensive line to there. Nope, I don't understand how the Field Marshal stuff works. We still have planning preparation everywhere. You know what? I'm getting really confused by having two armies in completely separate locations. So I think I'm going to set up another Field Marshal, who is probably going to be Ming. So you could also be quite good. I'm going to go with Ming. So, Bacon Killer, you are currently fighting for Manchu. You need a different colour. We'll make you like dark teal. And you also need a name. Lab Frog. All of you guys go. So the Japanese are attacking, so as soon as the Japanese attack is finished, we should turn around and attack them back. Boom, like that. So they're on low organization as I counterattack. We're just going to roll them up at this point. Also, blues. Are we ready for this? Yeah, you are ready. Pull the trigger. Let's finish them. They're attacking there again, but irrelevant. 6,000 guns. I'm going to say that we are ready for another unit upgrade. We're up to 16. We're 1,000 short, but I'm okay with that. The Soviets are just like, yeah, we've done our bit. We're going to stick back. Italy have joined the Axis. Okay. Meanwhile, my war support continues to go up and up and up. Another 63 days to go as well. Awesome. Molotov Ribbentrop. Yep, things are definitely heating up in Europe now. War support, what's that? That's so basically they've taken the old national unity and split it in half. War support and stability. Stability is how strong your nation as the interior is, and gives you various bonuses to, or penalties, depending on how far above or below 50% you are, to factory output, dockyard output, consumer goods and political power. Then you also have war support, which is more about how your people feel about the war. That gives you bonuses or penalties too. Mobilization speed, which I'll talk about in a minute. Division attack, division defense, and daily command. Mobilization speed is now, when you change manpower law, you don't just get it straight away. You get it over time, and then depending on your war support, you get it faster. If you have low war support, you get it slower. Thanks for the army name. You have an entire field marshal army after you. You have an army group named after you, Bacon Killer. Right. Tank plant. Let's get those free military slots, seeing as it doesn't cost me inflation. Yeah, I quite like how these have worked. Because China, you start with really low on both. But I managed to build up my stability really quite early on, thanks to the various decisions, which is another new thing. For example, promises of peace was a boost. Improved worker conditions, that was another boost. But that will cost you things in return. So like I gave up some of my industrial output in order to increase the worker conditions, but it's a temporary penalty, and then the stability boost is permanent. So I basically said early on, I'll reduce my industrial strength because I'm not building troops right now, and I'll build everything else up instead. Manchukuo have folded. I'm surprised that Yunnan hasn't folded. But they will soon. Are you set to not aggressive? Aggressive. I'm sure that one of you is set to not aggressive. Apparently not. Oh well, thank you. You can even see your name on the field there, Bacon Killer. This entire purple line is yours. Is the improved working conditions choice a one-time thing? No, apparently not. It's reappeared. I don't know how and when it resets, but clearly it has. And likewise with promises of peace. Though, prerequisite for that one is you're not fighting anyone. Are you attacking me here again? You are. Nowhere else though. Anyway, I think I'm going to start saving up political power to start integrating warlords. Construction's done. Let's get concentrated industry. Oh, the other thing which has changed apparently. Hang on. This is something I'd meant to look at and I never did. Yes, synthetic oil. They've split out rubber from oil. So if you're building synthetic refineries and thinking, you know what, I really need rubber, not oil, as happens in several instances, Britain, you can then get rubber processing, which increases the rubber output of the synthetic refinery, or you can of course upgrade like both in tandem. But I like that change. That's a good change. So you can specialise down one route or the other. Or both, if you're That was one of the things I saw in a dev diary. I was like, that's really good change. I just hadn't had a chance to explore it. What focus am I doing at the moment? Oh yeah, tank plant. Once that's done, I think I'm going to get the Wargaming Division just because I... Oh no, I was thinking Chinese General Staff, which we already have. Wargaming Division I'm not as interested in. I think I'm going to start reaching out to either France or Britain. So France is more defensive. That gives... Ooh, Elite Mountaineers. Special Forces Capacity Multiplier. That allows us to have more Mountaineers. Special Forces are another thing that's changed. They are now limited in number. So this would allow us to get more of them. But what I was thinking is, do we want aircraft? And if we do, which type? Local bomber production means that the bomber division is available. Or the Camco, which means the fighter division is available. Oh no, Camco is like the first tier. And then you can get local fighter or bomber. I seem to remember there is absolutely no reason to take one of them. So that's the base, 2020. Then, in addition to the 2020 bonus, you then get fighter agility, fighter air attack. Then if you get this one, you get the fighter agility, air attack, and also tactical bomber and close air support, which seems a bit weird. Like, you may as well just wait for this one. Also, only 50. Huh. In that case, yes, we're going to go for British cooperation, because I think that Air Force is going to be quite important. Although, what kind of bombers were those? They are tactical bombers, so I can use tactical bombers based in Korea to bomb Japan. Rather than using the strategic bombers. I think that's what I'm going to do. I wouldn't have expected naval bonuses from the USA. Britain maybe, but not the USA. The US had massive naval, like, the rise of the US Navy was because of their opposition to Japan in this. So I'm not at all surprised that they would be sharing their naval technology with China. Yunnan has capitulated. We got a couple of guns. And the blues are once again free. And we have secured China. Like, they're all puppets, except for Tibet. I think I'm going to bring... I don't really need you up here, though. Let's have you go and stand over here, just in case the Soviets decide to get angsty. Mostly just so you're building up a planning preparation, I'll be honest. Take to bear the rightfully part of China. Can I take out the remaining warlords? They're already puppets of mine. What I need to do is integrate them, which is one of the decision focuses. They be getting autonomy at all? Really slowly. Of course, I never actually called Xinjiang or Zibai into this fight. Only Shaanxi. Shaanxi did a lot. They lost a lot of men. Not as much as Japan though. 1.5 million. Youchies. Yeah, we've well and truly got these guys on the run now. 2 divisions of their air wings as volunteers. I was reading that correctly. Soviet Union wants to send 2 divisions and their air wings. Oh. Oh, I see how that works. So do we have Soviet planes buzzing around? Yes, we do. Oh, no wonder I was kicking their ass lately. Because my own air force is over here in Qinghai. But all of this is the Soviet Air Force who's been fighting the Japanese Air Force. So the Soviet Air Force is actually going to be really strong by the time they fight Germany. They're outnumbered by Germany, but not by much. But they'll have all of the experience which they can use for variants. And air aces. That's a new change as well. Like the Luftwaffe got all of their combat experience from fighting in the Spanish Civil War. Like the fighter bombers with the Junkers. No, what are they called? The dive bombers. The those guys. Lord Mordred's army is probably one of the best in the world at the moment, experience and numbers wise. Yeah, Stuka, that's the one. Stuka dive bombers. They got their experience in the Civil War. So the fact that they are now finally modelling that fact in this is great. Now you just need to be able to send out your navy for a bit of gunboat diplomacy and we'll be complete. Well, more complete.